air. Yesterday, we had UCLA beating South Carolina in what some might call a shocker for the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship. Tonight, in less than an hour, the Huskies and the Wolverines will face off. UConn and Michigan. I've seen some Husky fans. I've seen a couple fans of each in the comments. So we will get you out of here in plenty of time to watch that game. In the meantime, we asked for your favorite sport to play. Ackerman Nicholas said basketball. That is my personal favorite. I play pickup once a week and spend a lot of time in the gym just sort of shooting around. Love basketball. ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOP, which is their actual name, I assume, on their birth certificate, wrote lacrosse. A few people were lacrosse players out there. Art Trusky said my favorite sport to play when I was younger was baseball. Miller 5357 loves watching sports, especially when their son played. L. Hutt is a hockey player. 336 Lace said badminton, which I played in high school a little bit. I like to think I was good at it, but it's kind of hard to tell with badminton for me. I was able to hit the birdie with the racket a whole bunch, that seems like success. Snowbaby7 is a volleyball player and also a bowler. Meffy7 said, I like archery. I do too. I love archery. It's really fun. H. Kornbauer is a softball player. Very fun sport. And Luscious1 for Life said pickleball. Anyone? Now, I would say I see people play pickleball religiously at the park near my home, and it seems like they're having a good time. I didn't really get it until I played for the first time about a week and a half ago, and now I'm hooked. It is so much fun. Get on it, y'all. Pickleball. All right, it is National Student Athlete Day, and that means you're going to compete in a special sports edition of Daily Trivia Live. That is the mobile game show, of course, where you win money from the comfort of your phone. Experience the thrill of victory and avoid the agony of defeat as you play for today's grand prize. Take a look. That is $1,000, and everyone who can correctly answer these 10 multiple-choice sports trivia questions will split it. But that is not all. In this game, you'll earn one bonus SB for every question you get right after question number 1, even if you've already been eliminated. Here's how it works. If you win the game today, all those bonus SB you pick up on your journey are automatically added on top of your share of that $1,000 grand prize. If you don't win the grand prize, that doesn't mean you aren't able to pick up bonus SB. What it does mean is that you will have to claim those bonus SB at the end of the game in order to keep them. It is a simple thing to do. You click the claim button that appears on your screen once the game is ended, and then the SB are yours. It's that quick. You hit it, instant transfer, they're yours. That is why you don't leave early, friends. Another reason why you don't leave early is the first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to give yourself another chance at the grand prize. Now, there are 2 ways to rejoin. One of them is using SB. The other is with a free rejoin, and here's a tip. If you click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu, anytime a game's not happening, you can get free rejoins by watching videos. How simple is that? Having a good time watching videos and getting free rejoins. But of course, the other reason why you don't leave early is that each game we give away 5 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win and claim at least 1 SB in the game. Don't believe me? Well, here are Thursday's winners. They've all been credited already. They're each a 100 SB winner. We have 2 Zachs, the first time ever. Zachy Chloe and Zach824, plus Mommy Sweet, Edward DeJiju, and XX Danish XX. Congratulations to all 5 of you. Enjoy your SB. And to those of you who don't see your name up there, I know it can be frustrating, but please keep playing and claiming, because next time the winner could be you. All right, it is finally time to get things started, so let's kick things off with question number 1. Which PGA tournament honors their winners with a green jacket? Is it the Valspar Championship, the Masters, or the One Flight Myrtle Beach Classic? The former captains of a hunting club wearing red jackets so people could seek them out for help. That is why the winner of the Masters gets a green jacket. You're showing they're a member of the club and you're there to help people. Masters is the answer. 96% of you getting that one right. Well done. Starting us off with almost 13,000 people in grand prize contention. And of course, we're now over 13,400 people in grand prize contention. Because not only did the people who got it wrong rejoin, most of you at least, but a bunch of our stragglers have come in. We got almost 13,500 people in grand prize contention. And we are now moving on because every question you get right from here on out is worth 1 bonus SB. Here we go. 1 bonus SB coming your way if you can correctly answer question number 2. What term is used to describe a score of 0 in tennis? Is it love, add in, or fault? What is the term to describe a score of 0 in tennis? Love, add in, or fault? You've heard of a 0 score being labeled a goose egg, right? Well, this is similar. In French, l'œuf means the egg, which of course morphed into the word love. Love is the answer. Love means 0 in tennis. 89% of you got that question right. A fault usually means you made a mistake, usually while serving. You'll serve there and commit a fault. That is not a score of 0. Add in is when you're tied. You're moving back and forth, so you both scored a bunch of points. Of the 11% of you that got eliminated, most of you able to rejoin, still over 13,100 people in grand prize contention. And we are on to question number 3, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Lindsey Vonn has 84 World Cup wins in what sport? Is it archery, billiards, or skiing? Lindsey Vonn has won 84 World Cups in what sport? A serious injury during the 2026 Winter Olympics could be the end of her career, and although it's a tragic ending if so, it doesn't diminish Lindsey Vonn's legendary skiing career. Skiing, of course, is the answer. 82% of you getting that one right. She's one of the greatest skiers in the history of skiing. Speaking of the Olympics, I got Olympics tickets. I will be going to the 2028 Olympics in LA. I found cheap tickets to an event near me, and I'm very excited about it. All right, let's move on to question number 4, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What is the distance of a marathon? Is it 26.2 miles, 5.5 kilometers, or 400 feet? Maybe for the distance of a marathon, an endurance race. Well, it was originally meant to be the distance from that Pheidippides ran from Marathon to Athens in 490 BC. At the 1908 Olympics, they slightly increased it to 26.2 miles so that the race would finish in front of the royal box at the Olympic Stadium. That is right. It is 26.2 miles, 91% of you getting that one right. 5.5 kilometers is probably close to like 3.5 miles, maybe 4 miles. You got to run several of those, almost 9 of them, in fact, in order to run a marathon. So if you didn't know, now you know information for you. Let's move on to question number 5, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which of the following is not a kind of weightlift form? Is it clean and jerk, deadlift, or lift and skip? Which of those is not a traditional weightlifting form? There are different kinds of lifts to target different muscle groups and show off the strength in those muscle groups. But if you're able to lift and skip with a weight, that probably means you just need something heavier. Lift and skip is the answer we were looking for. The clean and jerk is where you pull it and goes up. That is an actual weight lift. And deadlift, of course, also most of you knew that one. But 20% of you going with clean and jerk. And out of those people, we're getting way more than half of you right back in. Still over 10,600 people in grand prize contention. As we move on to question number 6, get into the back half of this game. It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. Scrum and ruck are terms used in what sport? Is it rugby, badminton, or bowling? Scrum and ruck are terms used in which sport? While I'm sure there's way more to it than what I see, to my inexperienced eye, it looks like the sport is 10% running and 90% fighting in large groups, which is why you'll never catch me playing rugby. It just seems too dangerous for my blood if you play it. God bless, 88% of you getting that one right. You knew rugby was the answer. You might have picked that up from Friends when Ross tried to impress Emily by playing rugby with her old friends and getting his butt kicked repeatedly. This is a dangerous sport. All right, let's move on to question number 7 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. As of March 2026, who is the only world heavyweight boxing champion to retire undefeated? Is it Joe Louis, Max Baer, or Rocky Marciano? The only world heavyweight boxing champion to retire undefeated. Boxing is a brutal sport where even the fighters who look unbeatable eventually fall, with the exception of the man who retired with a record of 49-0, thanks in part to his durable chin. We're talking about Rocky Marciano. That is the answer. That was our tough question in this game, but half of you got it right, 50% of you getting that correct. Well done. And of the half of you that did not get it right, over 3/4 of those people coming right back in. So you've been doing well this whole game, and that is your little treat for that as you use your rejoin on the difficult question. Still over 8,100 people in grand prize contention. 3 questions left to go. Let's move on now to question number 8, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. The NCAA regulates athletics at what level? Is it high school, college, or professional? NCAA, one of those letters could be a hint. Without a governing organization to standardize rules and protect athletes, sports like football were seen as exceedingly brutal. Let's face it, those college kids needed some help, and the NCAA gave it to them. The collegiate level, of course, is the answer. 94% of you getting that one right. Well done. The National Collegiate Athletics Association. That is the name of it. So now you know. And now you know it's time to move on to question number 9, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. The USA Dream Team won a 1992 Olympic gold medal in which event? Is it track and field, soccer, or basketball? What a dream team they were. By allowing professionals to compete, every sports fan's fantasy roster became a reality when Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and more led the USA to gold in basketball in Barcelona. Basketball is the answer. 7,165 people have made it this far and are ready for our final question. But first, quick reminder, there are 2 ways to get SB from Swagbucks Daily Trivia outside of our live games. One is through the Daily Trivia Challenge. That's the quick, hostless version of our game that you can play on your schedule up to twice per day, every single day. Then there's the More Ways to Earn button, wherever you find it in the app, where you can install and play games on your mobile device to earn SB. And of course, Daily Tap Joy, something you should do every day to score some easy points for yourself. And speaking of scoring points, it is time to shuffle up and deal because the Deck Duel Team Challenge has begun. That means that there's plenty of time to get involved and get your team the win. Here's how it works for those of you who've never done a team challenge. You earn points for your team as you earn SB for yourself in a variety of ways, including all of the ways you can get SB in this app. Different ways to earn are worth different amounts of points to your team, but if you contribute at least 500 team points before the challenge ends at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday, April 12th, you will receive a gift card discount that gets bigger based on how well your team finishes. For example, if your team wins and you have given the correct amount of points to your team or more, you will get a 300 SB discount on your next gift card, which means you can get a $5 gift card for just 200 SB. In case you're wondering, where do the scores currently stand, Hal? I will tell you. Here they are. Now, when I checked earlier this morning, the Stinging Kings were on top, followed by the Killer Queens, and then the Joker Craze, and then the Jack Attack. Things have been moving around, getting all topsy-turvy. Right now, the Killer Queens are on top, then the Stinging Kings, Jack Attack, and Joker Craze. But the funny thing is, fewer than 60,000 points separates last place from first place, and we got a whole lot of days to go. So whichever team you're on, you still have a chance to turn the tide and either keep your team in the lead or pull your team in front. So click the smaller version of this image at the end of the game to get started or to check in on your team and earn them some more points. All right. We got 7,326 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. Over 13,600 of you stuck around to the end. And I got one more bonus SB if you can correctly answer question number 10. Here it is. What award is given out to the best MLB pitcher in each league? Is it the Cy Young Award, the Silver Slugger Award, or the Roberto Clemente Award? Looking for the best pitcher in each league. From 1976 to 2012, there was a Rolaids Relief Award for closers, won by Steve Bedrosian of the Phillies at one point in 1987, by the way. But since 1956, the most outstanding pitchers in baseball have won the Cy Young Award. Cy Young Award is the answer. 6,815 people knew that answer and are splitting our grand prize today. Well done. Let's meet a few of these grand prize winners. Each of you taking home 15 SB in grand prize money plus the bonuses you earned along the way. Inez Finney